Welcome to another session of the GMIS 2020 digital series. Gender-responsive approaches like gender lens investing are essential in both the immediate response and longer-term recovery solutions for global challenges such as the COVID pandemic.
I think that there's enough data out there that talks about how, diverse teams really create better outcomes. Obviously, there's different challenges in different markets as you're dealing with various cultural contexts. When we say a gender lens, it's we're seeing the world and taking gender into account. So, the case really is just how do we take gender into account to actually drive the best outcomes, financial outcomes as well as impact outcomes.
It's really important to have many people on board to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. And so what we try to do is also to get the private sector on board and to also get their capital, because as we all know, SDG 5 is totally underfunded compared to other SDGs. We, as a donor, have an interest to steer fintechs towards reaching more women and delivering inclusive financial services and products.
So you have on one side this gap with women being displaced by the pandemic, and then you have a capital of supply issue as everybody is holding it to their chest. And so increasingly at this point, I think it's so important for us to not only shed light on the gaps that exist, but for capital providers, especially in private sector, given government sort of overburdening in these things, to be specific and intentional about how they're channeling the resources into these post-COVID sectors. So as capital providers are sort of working on their thesis and growing it out, how are they making sure that women are being hardwired into some of the capital provisions? So either allocating capital to women entrepreneurs or looking at sectors that they're investing in and making sure women are represented either as employees or driving some of these businesses.
And at the end of the day, in the same way that the business community increasingly recognizes that diversity, including in gender, is an advantage in the boardroom, we believe there's a growing body of evidence, and we're hearing about it now, that points to and illustrates the advantages of integrating gender analysis into investment decisions, and at the same time investing in efforts to reduce the gender inequalities that are holding back development and growth.
Many of the women are not even aware what are the instruments which are available, what agencies are there, what kind of schemes are available for them. So the first major thing we need to work on is how do we make sure that whatever schemes and we are coming up with, whatever facilitation programs we are coming with, how do we reach and educate the actual women who are going to get benefited by that.